This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Well, good day. I'm Elena Rusk. We begin with your 17 Court Watch as the man who fired shots into the Bakersfield Heart Hospital back in 2017 was sentenced for his crimes this morning. Believing his mother was in danger from a drug cartel, Brandon Clark, who was high on methamphetamine and armed with an assault rifle, blasted his way into Bakersfield Heart Hospital 5 years ago. Clark, whose mother worked as a nurse at the facility, prowled the hallways, frightening patients and staff. As he left the building, he was confronted and shot by police in the parking lot. He survived, and today he was sentenced to 20 years and 4 months in prison after being found guilty of multiple counts of assault with a gun, shooting at an inhabited dwelling, and being a felon in possession of an assault rifle and ammunition. An investigation now underway in Delano after police found a body while responding to a welfare check. Officers from the Delano Police Department called out to the intersection of West Cecil Avenue and Haight Avenue early on Monday. There they found the body of Kevin Knight lying in the road. Knight's cause of death still not known. Anyone with information on what happened is asked to call the DPD. Their tip line 721-3369. And 6 people facing drug-related and firearms charges following a narcotics investigation by the Bakersfield Police Department. Officers executed a search warrant at a home on Springfield Avenue near Fairview Road and South H on Monday. Officers found 2.5 pounds of powder fentanyl, 80,000 fentanyl pills, 1,000 Xanax pills, 1.5 pounds of marijuana, and $20,000 along with 4 loaded illegal guns. Police arrested 6 people, all ranging in age from 18 to 22 years old. Well, happening tomorrow, American Legion Post 26 is hosting free breakfast and lunch for local veterans. Breakfast provided from 6:30 a.m. to 9 tomorrow before the annual parade. Organizers will also be providing free lunch for the parade goers from noon to 2 p.m., those who are vets. Now, those who are not vets will be charged just $8 for breakfast, $10 if you want to join your vet and have lunch with them. Awards from the parade will be presented at 2 p.m. at the American Legion Post 26. We'll have a list of deals available for veterans listed on our website, kgt.com. Just search for Veterans Day deals because several of these restaurants offering meals for veterans throughout the day tomorrow. California Pizza Kitchen, BJ's Restaurant, Cracker Barrel. Again, that full list there at kgt.com. And keep in mind, today is the last day to create a personalized thank you card for a local veteran. The Kern County Library hosting their annual Thank a Veteran art card project at all of their 22 locations. So stop by through this afternoon into this evening before they close to write a letter, color a picture, do a craft to express how much you appreciate our veterans and the sacrifices they've made. The library will provide all the necessary supplies and then distribute the thank you cards to local veterans tomorrow. Now, we mentioned tomorrow is Bakersfield's 103rd annual Veterans Day Parade, and we are, of course, really excited to see it happening just outside of our studios here. It's all happening beginning at 10 a.m. tomorrow. You're going to line up right here as we kick off outside of our studios at 21st and L Streets. The parade will head west on 21st Street, turn south on G, then back on 20th. Our own 17's Jim Scott, the Master of Ceremonies at the parade tomorrow. The Grand Marshal, World War II veteran Victor Killingsworth. It's very sweet because Veterans Day tomorrow is also his 102nd birthday.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OBGYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our Comprehensive Care Center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Well, in business news, some good news on the inflation front. According to new data released today, inflation in the U.S. has eased a bit to 7.7%. That's down from 8.2% in September and lower than some economists had expected, making the year-over-year gain the smallest since January, when inflation was pacing at about 9.1%. However, the inflation rate still remaining far above the Federal Reserve's 2% target, signaling interest hikes are still likely to continue. Meanwhile, more workers filing for unemployment. According to the Labor Department, there was an increase of 7,000 unemployment claims last week. But even with those slightly better numbers, today more Americans are turning to second jobs for some extra money. Data from the Labor Department showing a 6% increase in workers getting part-time jobs last month. A survey by job site Monster.com shows 3/4 of workers say they need additional work to pay for inflation. And a quarterly credit report shows bank card balances hit $866 billion as more Americans are relying on credit cards while battling this inflation. That's up 19% from last year. And for Gen Z cardholders, their balances jumped to 72%. Now, despite high balances, experts say credit cards can grow when the economy is doing well. Pediatricians are still on alert after the increase in RSV cases in kids across the country. RSV, a common childhood illness that has not been as common in recent years, likely due to COVID distancing and masking. However, doctors suspect that has also led to lowered RSV immunity, and not just infants, more kids are getting seriously ill from it. Pediatricians encourage parents to watch for severe symptoms, look for blue-tinged skin, severe coughing episodes, or severe sucking in at the base of the throat. All right, complications with RSV often manifest as bronchitis, pneumonia, and asthma attacks. The Sutter Medical Center for Children in Sacramento launched an incident command center to manage space and care for seriously ill kids there. Down south, Orange County has declared a state emergency. Still, overall, California's pediatric RSV infections are not as overwhelming as some other states where pediatric health centers are at or near capacity. All right, let's turn now to the coronavirus and take a look at the latest COVID-19 case numbers here locally. As Kern County Public Health updated their dashboard this morning to reflect 714 new positive cases, but no new deaths since this time last week. State data shows we have 43 patients hospitalized with the virus and 5 listed in intensive care units. All right, well, looking ahead, the countdown to Thanksgiving is on. Did you realize it's 2 weeks from today? Well, KGET once again teaming up with CapK for a holiday food drive. The folks at CapK say a large portion of the holiday food items the bank distributes comes from donations made during this food drive. That includes, of course, all the holiday fixins, turkeys, sweet potatoes, stuffing. Please plan to stop by with your holiday foods and your monetary donations next Wednesday, November 16th. We'll be out here at Compassion Corner all day, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., 22nd and L Streets. We'd love to see you. And while we're counting, Christmas now just 45 days away, but for hundreds of foster kids, it may not be a merry one unless you can help out. Every year, the county's Department of Human Services hosts a holiday cottage where kids in foster care can fill out a gift wish list. Yesterday was the kickoff of the cottage. The community invited to fulfill one or more of those wishes so that local kids have a gift to open on Christmas Day. If you'd like to help out, just go to kcdhs.org.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.